fifth streams of me coming on the live streams, we will gonna cover three different topics. So the firstly, about the life updates, I got my security deposit from Bank of America. Then secondly, about the tuition reimbursement, because if you are involved in any kind of the unions in the city, whether you DC 37 or any kind of unions, they will gonna give you the free tuition fees reimbursement. So that's what I'm just waiting for. I will just share with you more details about it. Then eventually I heard one of the news where the visa fraud scheme that took place in Louisiana, and that particular visa fraud schemes, there are few police officer, not the regular officer, the chief police officer was involved in it. And eventually the federal agent, which means the FBI as well as CIA agent, the our CIA agent, they got involved in it, and eventually they caught that, oh, that's a scheme. There is a fraud. That's not the real stuff. The first thing, let's start with how I got my security deposit. If Let's start again. How I got my security deposit. When someone came to the United States, and if you do not have the credit score in the past, the first thing first, they will gonna recommend you to get a secure credit card. And in order to create a secure credit card, any of the institutions, they're like bank institutions, they're gonna tell you that, hey, we will allow you to have a baby credit card, so-called secure credit card, but you have to pay around $100 or $200 as a security deposit. And after you pay those security deposit, then maybe after a few months later, if we see that, oh, your credit score is good and you're paying all the amount on times, everything, then eventually we will gonna give you that security amount back. There is not a specific day when they will gonna give, but they are saying that they will gonna give one day. So I call a couple of the time because I didn't have the secure, credit story in the past. Hey, Goli, how are you doing? From where you are watching? Just let me know in the chat and what time is it? What are you doing at the moment? So I didn't have the, and by the way, have you had the secure credit card before or not? Just let me know. And I didn't have the secure credit card or credit history in the past. Hey, Sasha, how are you doing? I see. Wait a minute, there is a top fun. Sasha, from let me know from where you were watching from. There is many people just join. Say hi in the chat and let me know from where you were watching. So I'm in the South Carolina and it's currently 9:15. Oops, I think we're on the similar timing because it's New York time is around 5:14 p.m. and it will gonna about to hit 5:15 p.m. And by the way, what you are doing right now, because I decided, you know what, just come on the live streams first. We're gonna discuss about the live updates, then discuss about one of the visa fraud where police officer was involved in it. We will discuss about that. And by the way, that took place in Louisiana. And eventually I'm going to do the IRL streaming. We're going to have Q&A. So I'm from South Carolina. Oh, Sasha, you're also from South Carolina. There is also Kali. He is also from the South Carolina. Welcome to the welcome to our community. So eventually, day before yesterday, and by the way, did you guys had any secure credit card stuff, or you got just straightforward go to your credit card? Because for me personally, first I applied for the secure credit card where I paid around 200, approximately that much amount to the Bank of America, and suddenly a few days ago, like I applied maybe 8 months ago and I used their credit card for many months, and after I got my credit score, everything was good. And suddenly they just gave me a mail on my mailbox after 8 months later, approximately, that, hey, congratulations, we are giving you back the money. But during that 8 month, I always called them up that, hey, where is my security deposit? When are you guys gonna give me? Oh, there is Sasha said she has. How much did you pay there as a security deposit whenever you had the secure credit card? Because for me, I paid around approximately 200, I would say, because I don't exactly remember. I go to the Bank of America. Yep, that's the same thing. Because first thing first, I try to call the Amex, uh, American Express, for the credit card. My roommate, he got the MX credit card without even showing any kind of credit score. But for me, they're immediately saying, "Oh, you have your social security number. We don't have your credit history. So you better have to first have the secure credit card." So as a result, I also went to the Bank of America, similar thing. And that guy, he just helped me to create the small baby credit card. And after 8 months later, they literally give me they didn't exactly deposit it, but I got the mail, not email, mail in my mailbox that they will gonna give me the amount. So today when I wake up, I said, you know what? I do had one of the Bank of America branch near to my home. So I went there and that lady, she told me, hey, I think they will gonna give you a check, they will gonna give you a check within 2 to 3 weeks. So that's the incident. But eventually, they hopefully they will gonna give me the money. And secondly, about the tuition reimbursement, have you ever had any tuition reimbursement, or have you guys got any tuition reimbursement? Just let me know in the comment. And how is it? So in New York City, whenever you're working in the city employee at that time, if you get involved in any of the union, and the union they had a, oh, by the way, no, this is one of the benefits. So whenever you got involved in any of the unions and you study in college or you are taking any classes in any college, then the unions will gonna give you the money to pay those tuition fees. I will give you my real life experience. So when I was studying in the college, at that time I had XYZ amount of tuition fees. And the union said, oh, since you are the member of our unions, then we're gonna pay you your tuition fees around 16 to $1,500, and remaining amount you're gonna pay out of your pockets. So as a result, I was member of the DC 37, one of the unions, and after I become member of that unions, and then in the first semester I got it, then second semester I also applied to it. And then after I applied to it, then they were saying, oh, we were missing this certain document. So you have to give us those documents, then only we're gonna proceed it. And after I provided all the documents, suddenly they're saying, oh, holy cow, you got the scholarship. So since you got the scholarships, and by the way, I do got kind of certain amount of scholarships, and you have to mention it into your bursary receipt. So I mentioned the bursary receipt that, hey, I got XYZ amount of scholarship, and that is the reasons, that is the reasons I didn't have to pay all the tuition fees. And after I submitted all the documents, still they're taking a huge amount of time to review the documents, but there is no deadline when they will gonna give me the tuition reimbursement. But eventually, many of the people they got the tuition reimbursement. That is, first you pay all of the money out of your pocket, then eventually they will review the documents and then they will gonna give to you. So let's come back to the final topic about the visa fraud scheme that took place in Louisiana. So before we jump into this story, let me just tell you about the one of the one of the category of the visa in United States that is called the U visa. So the U visa, the way it works is, let's say some people who are the victims of certain crimes. And since they're the victims of the crimes, they contacted the police, and the police tell them, yep, that's true. And as a result, they provided them, hey, there is a police report, and they take those police report and then they apply for the U visa. So U visa that allow the person to stay in United States. So what exactly happened is in Louisiana, there is police, which means there is 5 people were charged with those fraud, as well as 3 current and also the former police chief in Louisiana. They were involved in those kind of schemes. And there, let me just bring it. So what was the reasons behind for their arrest? So the first thing first, you have to understand about the U visa, the one that I said, the people who are the victims of the crimes. So right now, those police officer, what they did is they literally sold the fake police report saying those immigrants who are not in the legal status were the victims of the crimes. And they reported how this is the address, this is the location, this is the incident, same like fabricated story. They created it, and they has sold those report to the immigrant. So after they sold those report to the immigrants, immigrant took those reports and then they filed for the U visa. As I said before, U visa is for the victims of the crimes, and they apply for the U visa. And after they apply for the U visa, as it is the victims of the crimes who have the law enforcement. So the documents that goes to the USCIS, and the USCIS they review it, and if they feel that holy cow, this seems like a scheme, so this seems like a fake documents, then they would definitely notify the federal agent. And here the federal agent we are talking about, such as ICE as well as FBI. And one thing also keep in mind, this police officer, they literally sold those documents for around $5,000. And from where I got those source from, I got it from I believe the CBS News as well as NBC, New York Times. They also covered those story. So I'm just telling you the summary of it. If you want to read more details, you can go over through it. So the police officer. Okay, I have no idea what that means. Trust me, those emoji. So the chief police officer, they sold those documents for $5,000, and after they sold the documents to the immigrant, they took the report, and then after they took the report, they apply for the U visa. The U visa where maybe the USCIS think that, oh, this is the fake documents. They notify the federal agent. After they notify the federal agents did their own investigations and find out, holy cow, that seems like there is a scheme is going on. So after eventually they identify who was involved in it. And by the way, one thing also keep in mind that all of those things were take place in one of the small town in Louisiana, and those towns are located next to the ICE detention center. And as a result, those peoples were arrested. For example, the police officer was arrested by the federal agent. And yeah, so far this is what we know according to the news medias. And as far as my concern is, I don't know, somebody has commented something. As far as my concern is, if you want to get an illegal residency or anything, just try to go into a legal way rather than going into an, I would say, getting involved into a fraudulent schemes. So those are the stuffs which I couldn't even imagine that they were involved in these stuffs. So right now, what we're gonna do, we're gonna just have the Q&A, question and answer, and eventually I'm gonna just start with one of my work. Oh, there is still two people. Say hi in the chat, and I mean, let me know if you guys. By the way, how do you guys spend your times? Let's say if you have days off, then how do you exactly spend your time? Because for me personally, what I do is that if my days off, because since I live bachelor, so I had to cook by myself. So I spend a hell lot of times on cooking. And afterward, I would literally just go outside and then try to just do some exercise and those stuff. So let me know, how do you guys spend a day off? Like, how do you spend, what kind of activities that you do whenever you are having your days off? Because again, different people have their different ways of spending time. So I would like to know, what do you guys do? Uh. And since yesterday I said that I'm gonna just come on the IRL stream, so that is the reason, so I'm gonna just keep my streams keep rolling. And we were watching right now, you can ask some questions, or each time I will just study something because I had to also cover some of the topics. So each time if I find any something interesting, we're gonna just back and forth communicate with it, or I will just ask you a question because yesterday something came on my mind. I was thinking that, let's say, whenever I will whenever I will find certain topic very interesting, at that time I will just directly try to, what can I say, try to create a video while I'm on the live stream. So what do I mean by that? So let's say I found a certain concept very interesting. I understood the concepts, everything. So after reviewing all the documents, I will just straightforward face toward my camera and then eventually explain to it properly. And after explaining to it properly, nicely, then after the stream will get over, there is a functionality in the YouTube's where you can able to take out a certain part of your streams, and then post it somewhere else. So why am I using a filler word? So as a result, I was thinking if I could use those particular feature to take out interesting topics and try to put it on the live streams, and then eventually take that live streams part and then put it into the LinkedIn as well as TikToks, that would be a great idea. As, therefore, I would not gonna procrastinate and to create a LinkedIn post or LinkedIn videos instead, since I was communicating with you guys back and forth, and then hopefully will also be one way I can able to create my LinkedIn video, I would say. Yo, there is one viewer. Say hi in the chat. If it's still Sasha, just let me know. Let me put my phone as well as computer in the church. How is the weather in South is it the Colorado? How is the weather in Carolina? Oh, because today during the afternoon it was super duper hot. But right now outside is much more better than expected. Let me put it into charge. Holy cow, my charger seems like very small. Let me turn on this FN. Yo, there is one person. Say hi in the chat and let me know from where you're watching. Holy cow. YouTube or Instagrams? Been YouTube or Instagram? 56% charge I do have right now. Top funds. I have no idea why. Some reason, Sasha Equa. It seems like you are the top fan in my chat. I don't know why. Um, how is your day going on the scale of 1 to 10? Just let me know. Let me do one thing. Let me first start to finish my one of my practice exams for cybersecurity networking CompTIA, and after finishing that one, then only I will going to do other stuff because that's the first thing that I have to finish. Hey, two people in the chat, just let me know from where you're watching. And how is your day going on the scale of 1 to 10? For me, today's day is not so good because I wake up so late. Just let me know from the scale of 1 to 10, how is your days going? Do you guys use Udemy or Coursera, especially if you want to learn or if you want to take any courses? Because the boot camps that I was doing at that time, my Professor Ray Lau, he was recommending us to take one of the course from a guy who teach really, really well, you from Udemy. Udemy. And that is a networking course. And guess what? The course cost is around 14 bucks. So I had to take that course. My message. Oh, somebody has given me a message. Welcome. Now, what should I do? Let me just check my email first. Oh, there is two people. Just let me know from where you were watching from. And how is your days going from the scale of 1 to 10? Is it going bad, not bad, good, not bad, worse? Because I know it is summertime. Because if you're living in the rural area, then it is more fun. What should I do? Let me just check the Gmail first. That is the meeting. Have you guys ever taken the boot camp? Because sometimes the boot camps are paid, some, but right now the boot camps which I was in right now, it is absolutely free. So these boot camps are provided by our college, where oh, come on man again. Security next. You don't need the pass key, man. Because hey Danny, wait a minute. You're saying freeze, right? No man, right now. If my nephew would know that you are saying freeze, right, he will get absolutely crazy, man. Because hey Danny, how are you doing? Understand. Like I hate saying security. We couldn't create a password. I don't need a password though. Oh, man. God. Sasha Equano. How are you doing, Sasha Equano? From the scale of 1 to 10, how is your days going today? For me, I would say it is six. Because hey Danny, from the scale of 1 to 10, how is your days going? Well, because somebody has just said something and it was completely taken down by the YouTube algorithm. Um, just okay, I'm gonna do the exam set too. Sorry, I was in a call. Oh, all right. I was saying that how is your days going on the scale of 1 to 10? Damn, I was asking from the scale of 1 to 10. Oh, it is 10 out of 10. Sasha, I couldn't know why it is so. Damn, it is so good. What happened? Is everything is going according to the plan, or there is? You know what? There was one of my viewers on that day. He joined in the streams and he was saying that was his birthday. Uh, test exam two. So let me just bring the exam two first. There is one person in the live streams. Let me know from where you are watching from. Well, this is the exam 01. Please, exam 02. What? No way. I mean, you guys are trolling, man, because no way. No way. You guys are trolling. Sasha, he's saying it's his birthday. Yo, you were maybe trolling, I guess. Because the way my nephew, he always asks me, your test is post. Before I'm going to take that test, what I'm going to do is I will just, I'm not going to spend a lot of time. First and first, I'm telling the truth. Show me a proof that you're telling the truth. Show me a proof that you're telling the truth. Let me just try to pause this. Test set one, exam 0.2. Yep, that's the one. Sasha is saying he's telling the truth that he's not lying. Oh, you're completely bored because. Come on, bro. Okay, let's start with the 19 number. My no nonsense. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Happy birthday, man. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. You know what? I still remember that one when my mother, she used to be alive at that time. She argued that I was born in XYZ day and XYZ day in the evenings. And then my father, he was saying that, nope, you were born in the 1st January at these specific times. And we used to have argue a lot about those stuff. Amanda, 19 number questions, Amanda, network engineer. Oh, okay. No. Then there is one of the question. It is saying that there is somebody whose name is Amanda, and she's a network engineer. Again, right now we are doing a networking course, so I will try my best to make the questions as much simple as possible. And if you, whichever major, whichever field you are, whatever your age, at least you're gonna understand what I mean. And if you have questions, you can quickly drop in the chat box. So there is somebody's name who is Amanda. She's a network engineer. And she sees something that during, let's say, whenever you are having a video chat, or maybe I'm just speaking with you guys, at that time, the at that times, the quality of the video is very low, as well as sometimes it glitch, and many of the data of the video conferencing data, for example, either chatting or maybe whenever other person who speaks at that time, the data which got lost. So the question is saying, from these options, which of the following techniques the Amanda she should use in order to mitigate those packet lost? Packet lost, again, packet loss, that means when the data which is being received by your device from other device at that time. Data here we are talking about, like such as video call. Whenever you're doing the video call, that time your voice audio is the data, or let's say you are seeing me right now on the live. This is also one of the video data. So the question is saying, which of the following techniques you will gonna use in order to ensure that the applications, maybe it is Zoom or maybe it is kind of another applications, uh, would which techniques you would gonna use in order to ensure that those data does not get lost. Number one, configuring the QoS, implementing the VLAN, increasing the MTU size, upgrading to the network switch. Maybe increasing the MTU, I guess. I have no idea. Nope. Configuring QoS. What is a QoS in the first place? Configuring QoS. QoS full form is the quality of service. And QoS, which means quality of service. For example, in the network, there are, okay, I'm talking with a phone and you. Oops, that's the one. Sasha, I have no idea how you are doing the two things at one time. Same like me. I'm on the streams while streaming. At the same time, I'm also studying. So QoS, as I said, it is a quality of service. So that is the first one. And why it is the first one? According to the quality of service in the network, there are so many. Let's say my device, your device. Many people say my mom called from the phone. All right, that's good. Trust me, if your mom called one more time, just pick it up the call and speak with her. Because I lost my mother and I know who is more important person in this world. So make sure be loyal with your mother and respect your mother. Because my mother used to call me and I used to always speak with her, but right now she passed away, nobody used to call me at all. So I don't even have girlfriend. So that is the reason I don't have to speak with anyone except just coming on the live streams. So QoS, back to the topic, QoS, which means the quality of service. That means, let's say in your network there are so many devices are connected to it. Somebody is browsing in the internet, other people who are watching the live streams like you guys are watching me, someone who is also same network, they are speaking with other people. So in that cases, if I am the network technicians, which means network engineer, let's say, so I will use the QoS. I will create a systems where I will say, okay, we were speaking, no, let's not say we were speaking, let's say we were watching the live streams. I want those people to ensure that they watch their live streams more properly, ensure that the other packets, which means other people who are watching YouTube's, other people who are browsing internet, other people who are video calling, I don't want them to, have those smooth network connections. I want the live streams to have more priority, which means more importance in the network. That first thing first, the live streams would be more priority, and then the browsings and then the video conference. So if I'm going to use that techniques, such as, for example, in the class you have seen the good students would always get more importance from the teacher. So same like that, they are saying the QoS, which means quality of service. So quality of service where you are giving more priority to the certain kind of service within the network. And what? Man, I'm speaking too much because sometimes my uh, back to the questions. Amanda, a network engineer, she sees there is an increase in the packet loss. The packet loss, which means data was losing so much in the company's network. Um, Degrade of performance, which means the performance of the video conferencing was decreasing so badly. And as a result, which technique she will going to use in order to ensure that there is no data losings take place while they're having the Zoom conversations or video conversations in the company's organizations. So the technique she will going to use is to configure the QoS, which means the quality of service, as we said before, where you give more priority to certain stuff and give less priority to the other stuff. This is done. Let's try with the next questions. All right. A remote research facility. All right. See you later, Sasha. All right, so there is a remote research facility situated, which means located in the rugged terrain of mountain regions. So research facility which are located into a rough mountain area, and they need to robust. They need a strong internet connectivity in order to support their data intensive research project. So research facility is located in the mountain area, and they need a strong network connectivity to ensure that their data research project goes smoothly. Where connections are next to impossible, they can't do the wired network connections because of challenging of landscape, because there is too much landscape, too much mountain is there, so they can't do the wired connections of the network. They're considering their needs. So here is the situation. So rough terrains. Hey, rough terrains. What is rough terrain? Terrain. Okay, rough terrain, which means this is the mountain area. In a situations, let's say there is a research facility, and this research facility is located into the mountain area. In the mountain area, it is rough terrain. Terrain. I hope I'm just pronouncing this correctly. Rough. Rigid, not rough. Rigid. Terrain. Terrain. Bro, my ear is paining, so let me just put my microphone. Darling, what you do know what. I was planning to do my fame for long now. Worse was now, now. I was planning to do. This is another problem. If you have that microphones, then again you have to turn it on all the way. Or you have to put it here. And it's so huge. Microphone. Samsung microphone. I'm using my AirPods. You know what? What do you think? Should I have to use these microphones or just use my AirPods? Holy cow, I used to have few of the viewers, but still no problem. Still one people is here. Say hi in the chat and let me know from where you are watching. You know what? I got an idea. What? I am going to turn on this microphone, and then I will not require any kind of stand. Let me check. Is the stand going to show them? Nope. I will just put it down. And each time, if I'm going to speak with the viewers, I'm going to pick up my microphone and I will speak with that. That would be a good idea. Then I can able to have more space on my desk. Bring my adapter right now. This is one of the adapter which let me enter the light. This is one of the adapter which I got it from the Amazons. And the best feature is you can able to use your USB USB port to this adapter over here. And once you use your USB port to this adapter, and then attach these particular lighting cables to your iPhone 11, iPhone 12 to it, and then eventually use whichever USB port device that you have smoothly. And I will show you how to do that. Let me just open it. It cost me around $9 or something. I will add the link in the descriptions, hopefully. That's how it looks like. Here is the inside. Oops. Let me just increase the lighting. This is also USB-C port. You can use the USB-C port. This is the what's the name? Yeah, just forgot. USB adapter. Let me just put this thing inside. All right. Yeah. Let me turn off my earphones now. No, I don't have to turn on the earphones. Let me just remove it. And to ensure that my microphones has connected successfully, what I'm gonna do is I will use my laptops. I'm pretty much sure you guys can hear me. If not, then just let me know in the chat box, yes or no. Oops. Holy cow, it's taking so long. I will test it out by using my computer. I'm gonna just look at it to ensure that it's working. So many stuff. You know what? I don't need to add this thing in the first place. If it is working, then you guys can hear me. Just say a hi in the chat box if you hear me. If not, then I had to just open up my live streams from the computer to ensure that you guys can able to hear me. Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me? Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me? Yep, it is far more better. I never expected that. Yep, it is far more better. I never expected that. Damn, my voice is super duper good right now. Damn, my voice super duper good right now. You guys can hear the echo because I am listening to my own voice from my own computer. And previously, I've been using my. Holy cow, let me just turn off this one. Previously, I've been using my AirPods. The quality was okay, but it is not good as the one microphone that I'm using right now. And the microphone name is Samsung QS, I believe. But eventually, what I was trying to say is you can use this adapter, the one showed you earlier over here, in order to connect your USB-C port device to your iPhone 12, iPhone 11, and it work. But if you want the original items adapter, that cost I believe $100 or something from the Apple store, but still I bought it from the Amazons, one of the seller. Let's back to the topic.
The question is very simple. The first thing it's saying there is a remote research facility, and in this facility that is located in the mountain area. And since mountain area there is big mountain is there, and those are the rugged and the terrain areas. But the facilities people they require good connections of the internet, such as data intensity research project. So they need a good connections of those internet wired connections. For example, whenever you connect it to the network or internet, you can do it through wireless or maybe with the wire. So the wired connection that is next to impossible. So as a result, if you are at technicians, let's say network technicians, which technology should they prioritize for the most reliable connectivity with the least latency? Latency, which means right now you guys are watching me. If my Wi-Fi is so good, then you guys can watch me properly because my network is good. So as a result, there is a less latency. That is the reasons my streaming is good. So right now, the question is saying, okay, which particular things or technology that you're gonna use. So the first option they're saying, okay, high frequency radio, satellite internet, microwave connections, cellular network. Cellular network you will only use in your phone, but for the microwave connections maybe, but I have no idea about it. So let's see why satellite internet. I don't know why said I don't think so. Satellite. Let's see what will be the answer. Correct answer is the microwave connections. What is microwave connection in the first place? Communications first order. Okay. Okay, so they're saying the microwave connections technology that is reliable, it is high speed, and it provide end to point communications over a shorter distance, and that can be more suitable for line of sight deployments in the mountain areas. What is the microwave connection? Let me just check. The microwave connection, they're using the radio wave or microwave in order to provide the network connectivities between two different locations. That's it. So again, the remote research facility located in the mountain area, they need a strong connections for their data research project. So they can use, so which technology we can use? We can use the microwave connections. Question number 88. Let's say you are working on the wireless networking technicians and you are running a wireless controller in order to help in network administrations. Okay, wireless working as a wireless networking technicians running wireless controller to help network administrations. The supervisors they requested you to implement. Man, I have to stop speaking because my throat is paining so badly. So I better just stop speaking, try to focus on each and every single questions. And if you guys have any questions, just let me know in the chat. I didn't even understand the questions. They're saying that okay, you are working as a wireless network technicians, and then you are running a wireless controller in order to help your network administrations. And that suddenly your supervisor they requested you to use the centralized authentication service. So which of the following device should you which of the following device should you install and configure if you want to decrease the amount of the time? Okay, administering. If you want to decrease your times on administering the network as well, still is providing a centralized authentication service for your user. Maybe I would say radius server, no. Layer 3 switch, no. Maybe proxy server, not sure why. It is a radius server. Bro, I have so many questions to cover. So right now what am I going to do? I'm just stay silent. Whoever just come in, if you have any questions or say hi in the chat, then we're gonna just discuss about it. If not, then I'm gonna just go on. Because if I try to explain every single questions at a time, then it would be super duper time consuming. And put my phone into the charge because I don't have enough charge. There is only 31% is there.
touch, highlight saved. Bro, what? Okay, let me finish at least 5 questions right now, and after finishing the 5 questions, I will get Hey Dan, how are you doing? Let me try to set up one of my studio. That's one.